Hey there, I'm Mark Montano, and this is Make Your Mark. On today's show, we'll be exploring the art of the automobile and taking inspiration from our transportation. My niece is stopping by to help me make a gorgeous key hook. We'll help your car stay smelling crisp with a decorative air freshener. Peter will be coming by to make an auto-themed wall hanging for your man cave, and we'll create a fun and chic toy car bracelet. We'll also add a bit of distraction to the family road trip with some great kids' travel desks. Let's get a move on it with today's episode, Vroom-Vroom.
This show is made possible by Krylon. Krylon has been formulating paints that deliver color, durability, and fast dry time since 1947. Our range of products expands from indoors to out with a variety of formulations to meet project needs, from plastic and laminate to rust preventative, and craft and hobby products. And by Eclectic Products, makers of the E6000 family of adhesives. E6000 professional strength adhesives for crafts, decor, home repairs, scrapbooking, photos, framing, and more. E6000 industrial strength adhesive. Favecrafts.com is proud to sponsor Make Your Mark. At favecrafts.com, you can find craft projects, videos, and tips. New crochet, Christmas crafts, sewing, kids crafts, jewelry making, knitting, paper craft projects, and more. And by Plaid Enterprises. Plaid has been happily helping crafters bring ideas to life with products such as Folk Art, Delta, Apple Barrel, Lucilla, Gallery Glass, One Stroke, and Mod Podge. Plaid. Creative ideas made easy.
We all know how easy it is to lose our keys. I found mine in the fridge once. Now I use a key hook by the front door to keep organized. I wanted to create something a bit trendier, great for a teen with her first set of keys, so I devised a super cute flower key hook, and my niece is here to help me make it. I'm here with my niece.
Hi.
Anais. And we are going to make her a flower key hook because she is going to learn how to drive. Are you excited to learn how to drive?
Yes, very excited.
Who's going to teach you?
My dad, because my mom will freak out.
Yeah. I would freak out. I can't even imagine trying to teach a teenager how to drive. This will keep you organized, so in the morning when you have to run out for class, you just grab your keys and go. Good stuff?
Yes.
You want to help me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. First thing we're going to do is just clip off the heads of some faux flowers, so you can help me with that. All right? Pick out the ones that you like.
Why didn't I just pull these off?
And you could also just pull them off. You don't have to clip them off. The next thing we're going to do is create a hook with this wire hanger. So we're going to take about an 8-inch section. Oh, hold that.
Okay.
Oh. And we're going to bend a hook down at the bottom. And this is where you're going to hang your keys. All right, just like that. We're also going to bend a little squiggly area that we're going to need in a little bit, just like that. See what I've done there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next thing we need is another section of wire hanger, and this is to create a loop for it to hang on a nail. There we go. So all we're going to do is just take a piece that's about 3 inches long and just bend it like that. All right, what is it we say?
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Our next step is taking plain cardboard and cutting out 2 ovals. Now you don't have to worry about the ovals being perfect because they're going to be hidden by the flowers.
How big should the ovals be?
Good question. The ovals should be about 3.5 inches by 2.5 inches.
Okay.
The next thing we're going to do is glue our hook and our loop on one of the pieces of cardboard. We're going to use hot glue for this. So you see what I've done? This goes on the nail, and this is where your keys go.
Okay.
You get to do the next part. Okay, so go ahead and attach the flowers.
So now I'm going to hot glue 3 flowers onto the second oval.
Here's what it looks like once you have the 3 flowers glued to the oval, and here's what it looks like when we've sprayed them with a little bit of glitter.
I think you can spray paint glitter.
You can. We're almost done. All we have to do is glue this second oval on top of the hook and loop with a generous amount of hot glue. Isn't that goopy? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see there. All right, so we're just gonna glue the second oval with the glitter flowers onto the base, and there you have it.
That looks really pretty.
Thank you. Have you been making any DIY projects lately?
No, not really.
Have I taught you nothing? One of the best parts of DIY is that you get to create something custom. When I go into a gas station, I'm never satisfied with the selection of air fresheners. Pine trees and fruit shapes just aren't for me. Next, I'm going to show you how to make an air freshener for your car that reflects your personality, from the shape to the scent, and it's reusable. So I'm going to show you how to make a really cool car air freshener, and all you need to do is raid your kids' craft supplies. Let's get started. Now, I am making this for my neighbor who lives down the street. She's a cat lady, and I happen to love cats, so we're going to make a cat car air freshener. The first thing you need is some sticky foam. You can get this at any craft store. Take a pencil and trace out a cat face. Just like that. After you've traced out your cat shape, you're going to peel off the back of the sticky foam and stick it right on top of the felt. Next, you're going to cut out your cat. And now we're going to decorate it. We're going to add some googly eyes, because no car air freshener is complete without googly eyes. We've got our googly eyes glued on, and the next thing we need to do is add a nose. So we've got a little pink felt here. We're just going to cut out a little teardrop shape. This is a great project for kids, too. All right, it's just getting cuter by the minute. The next thing we're going to do is take some dimensional fabric paint and give it some whiskers. Dimensional fabric paint works really well on felt, and it'll give it some texture. The next thing we have to do is figure out a way to hang our cat. The best way to do that is cut a tiny hole in the top of the cat's head. So we're going to fold this in half right up here, take our scissors, and just cut a little hole, just like that. We're going to take some thin ribbon, push it through the hole, tie a little knot, make sure that it's long enough to go over the rear view mirror. Now we have one more thing to do, and that is to add an essential oil. You can get essential oil almost everywhere. This is lavender. And what you're going to do is just take a little eyedropper, just add a little bit to the cat's nose. You only need a couple of drops of the essential oil, but it depends on how stinky your car is. It's going to look wet for a little while, but it'll dry out. It'll give your car a nice lavender scent. There you have it, a great way to get rid of that catastrophic smell in your car. Now go make one right meow. A great way to put a stamp on your space is with personalized wall decor. For those of you who are more power tools over paintbrush, Peter is going to show us a way to make a custom wood wall hanging that will personalize your man cave, garage, deck, or anywhere you choose to make your mark. Peter Marr has experience in all realms of construction, from celebrity homes to the set we're standing on right now. For the past 10 years, he's been the host of a variety of home decor television shows, sharing his knowledge of building. To top it all off, Peter is an award-winning comic. Today, we're turning home decor into home decor. Peter Marr is here to show us how to make a supercharged hood ornament.
Customized with any initials you want to spruce up your man cave. What I'm going to do here is incorporate the initials MYM, make your mark, into this oval shape, more of a symbol.
And this is the areas in black are the areas that we're going to be cutting out.
Yeah, and this is just a trial run. We're going to make sure you're good with this before we go. So, rough sketch complete. We're going to transfer this onto the board. We're going to start cutting you out a hood ornament.
I like it. Make your mark.
Mark.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, Peter, whenever I've cut out a circle or an oval, what I've done is just make a pattern for one corner, and then I've cut it out, and I've flipped it, and then you're going to have a perfect oval.
And that's going to be the best way to do it. One thing to remember is that everything has to be connected, just like this design. When you're cutting out insets, the first thing you need to do is drill a hole bigger than your saw blade. So now we have the hole drilled. All I got to do is put the blade in the hole and follow the lines. So when you're done cutting out all your lines, it should look something like this.
That looks really good.
And all we have to do is take some sandpaper, smooth it out a little bit. And now
Now that we're done sanding, we're going to take it outside and spray paint it. We got the metallic look by spray painting this with a primer first, and then we spray painted it with a paint and primer hammered look.
yeah, now it looks like a big piece of metal that we just cut your initials right out of.
I really like this, Peter. I think Dad's initial reaction is going to be wow.
You won't get tired of it.
Accessories right now are really exciting, but because of mass production, that one great piece you want is being worn by every girl in town. That's where DIY comes in handy. Not only is making your own jewelry incredibly cost-effective, but the best part is that you get something truly unique and one of a kind. I guarantee you'll stand out and look totally awesome with this statement toy car bracelet. I can't believe the stuff that people are using to make jewelry these days. Today, I'm going to make a bracelet out of toy cars. The first thing you need to do is decide how many cars are going to go around your wrist. I find that 5 or 6 is the magic number. After you've selected your cars, we're going to take off the wheels. And it should come out just like that. So when you remove the wheels, you're left with 2 holes in the front and back of the car. And that's what we're going to thread with elastic string to create our bracelet. If you feel like the holes aren't big enough for your elastic thread, take a drill and a very small drill bit and just make the holes a little bit bigger. It's very easy to do. Once you've removed all the wheels, you're ready to string the cars together with your elastic thread. Now you don't need a needle for this. I have a special trick. Take a tiny bit of super glue and run it along the end of your elastic thread about 1 inch or 1.5 inches. Once it's dry, it's strong as a needle. I decided to make this bracelet a little bit more chic by spray painting all the pieces metallic gold. But you could paint it a high gloss black or any color that's going to match your outfit. Cut a piece of elastic that's about 15 inches long. Take your hardened elastic and thread it through one end of each of your cars. So much easier. Next, we're taking another 15-inch piece of elastic and we're going to thread it through the other side of the cars. The reason we make the elastic so long is that the cars have to be spaced out a little bit when you're threading them. After you've threaded the cars together, tie the elastic threads in a knot. Before you cut off the ends of the elastic thread, add a tiny dab of super glue on each knot to keep it secure. Once the super glue dries, cut your elastic threads. Now you're ready to drive off in style. Yes! If you've ever been on a long car ride with kids, you know how bored they can get. I have a boredom buster that will cost you under $5 to make and will help keep your kids entertained. Parents, your kids will be thanking you again and again for their road trip travel desks, and you'll get a little peace and quiet. I have 5 younger brothers, and let me tell you, road trips were a mess. Now, I would have had a lot more fun on those road trips if each of my brothers would have had this road trip travel desk. The first thing you need for this road trip travel desk is a cookie sheet. Take a magnet to the store with you, a refrigerator magnet, And just make sure that it's magnetic like this one. Take your cookie sheet and put it on the fold of your fabric and trace it just a little bit bigger than the size of your cookie sheet. We're going to create a very basic pillow that's going to sit right on top of your lap. We're using a 1/2-inch seam allowance, and we're leaving about a 4-inch hole so that we can turn it inside out and stuff the pillow. So you see I've stitched around my pillow, and I've left about a 4-inch hole right here. Now we've turned our pillow right side out. We're going to stuff it, close the hole, and we're done with the pillow part of our road trip travel desk. Stuffing a pillow is a lot more fun than stuffing a turkey. Same action though. Now you want to stuff it so that it's kind of flat, because remember, it has to lay on your lap during the road trip. And now we're just going to sew the hole closed. Okay, you don't even know it, but you just learned how to make a pillow for your sofa too. The next thing you want to do is take your cookie sheet and glue it to the pillow using an industrial glue. Now the reason I'm using an industrial glue is because it adheres anything, fabric, metal, glass, you name it. Do not use hot glue on this because hot glue and metal do not mix very well. So add a generous amount of industrial glue to the back of your cookie tin. Put that right on top of your pillow and let it dry for an hour or two. The next thing you want to do is print out from your computer a tic-tac-toe board or a checkerboard, whatever you like. Cut out your game board. Now there are a couple things you can do here. You can have this laminated on a sticker paper like I just did, or you can attach it to a magnet back if the kids want to change games. So let's go ahead and put this on here with the magnet backing. I bought a bunch of refrigerator magnets that looked kind of like game pieces, but you can also take game pieces and add a little craft magnet to the bottom with some industrial glue. That'll work too. So I've attached a magnet to each of the markers and each of the pencils so that they don't roll off the tray when you hit a bump. So we've got a terrific little tic-tac-toe game going here. And finally, you want a coloring book or a sketch pad or something so that they can play with their washable markers. Now, I just found a really simple pad with some construction paper in it, and I also found a pad with some grid paper in it. Now, I used to love to draw when I was a kid, so this would have been perfect for me. And you can glue some more magnets on the back of this if you want, and then just put it right in the middle of the tray so that it's not going anywhere. Who needs a video game when you can actually be creative and have fun like this on a road trip? Load the kids in the car and have a great adventure. Today we put the pedal to the metal with these great car DIYs. We made a gorgeous flower key hook, freshened our cars with a sweet-smelling cat, personalized our walls with our hanging emblem, found a way to model our model cars, and added some fun to the road with a playtime travel desk. Now it's your turn to make your mark.
This show is made possible by Krylon. Krylon has been formulating paints that deliver color, durability, and fast dry time since 1947. Our range of products expands from indoors to out with a variety of formulations to meet project needs, from plastic and laminate to rust preventative, and craft and hobby products. And by Eclectic Products, makers of the E6000 family of adhesives. E6000 professional strength adhesives for crafts, decor, home repairs, scrapbooking, photos, framing, and more. E6000 industrial strength adhesive. Favecrafts.com is proud to sponsor Make Your Mark. At favecrafts.com, you can find craft projects, videos, and tips. New crochet, Christmas crafts, sewing, kids crafts, jewelry making, knitting, paper craft projects, and more. And by Plaid Enterprises. Plaid has been happily helping crafters bring ideas to life with products such as Folk Art, Delta, Apple Barrel, Lucilla, Gallery Glass, One Stroke, and Mod Podge. Plaid, creative ideas made easy.